Leviticus 14 continues directly from the previous chapter's discussion of disease and impurity, but with a shift in tone, from diagnosis and isolation to cleansing and restoration. This chapter describes the elaborate rituals for the purification of individuals healed from serious skin diseases, often labeled leprosy, and extends those principles to homes affected by similar forms of decay. Its deeper message is one of hope. What has been defiled can be made clean again by divine grace. The chapter begins with God's declaration, "This shall be the law of the leper in the day of his cleansing. He shall be brought to the priest." Leviticus 14:1-2. The priest must go outside the camp to meet the healed individual, a powerful symbol of God's mercy, as holiness steps out to reach the unclean. If healing is confirmed, a remarkable rite follows. The priest orders 2 living clean birds, cedarwood, scarlet yarn, and hyssop. One bird is killed over running water in an earthen vessel. The live bird, along with the cedarwood, scarlet, and hyssop, is dipped into the blood of the slain bird. The priest then sprinkles that blood 7 times on the person to be cleansed, and releases the live bird into the open field. Leviticus 14:4-7. This striking ritual symbolizes both atonement and liberation, death and new life. The slain bird represents the purging power of blood and sacrifice, while the released bird portrays freedom restored through divine mercy. The cedarwood, scarlet fabric, and hyssop, elements that reappear in other purification rites, combine imagery of vitality, cleansing, and covenant renewal. The newly cleansed person must then wash, shave, and bathe completely before re-entering the camp, though they remain outside their tent for 7 more days. Leviticus 14:8-9. On the 8th day they offer a series of sacrifices, a guilt offering, sin offering, burnt offering, and grain offering, symbolizing thanksgiving, atonement, and restoration. The priest applies some of the blood and oil from the offerings to the right ear, thumb, and big toe of the person, signifying renewed hearing, service, and walk with God. Leviticus 14:14-18. Even the poor are accommodated. They may substitute less costly sacrifices without diminishing the spiritual meaning. Leviticus 14:21-22. The second half of the chapter, Leviticus 14:33-57, addresses leprosy in houses, describing what to do when mold or mildew spreads within walls. The priest inspects, quarantines, and, if necessary, orders the removal of affected stones or even the demolition of the house. When healing is evident, a ceremony similar to the leper's cleansing is performed, using 2 birds, cedarwood, scarlet yarn, and hyssop, symbolizing renewal for the dwelling itself. Leviticus 14 thus extends holiness beyond the human body to the entire